Alright, yeah. Thoughts. Just lately there have been some empty buses that I've gone on. It's like, what is the meaning of this? Like, it's just because it's such a, like, especially in the morning, fucking busy route, right? So, yeah, so anyway. It's concerning, I don't know, the least bit, but, yeah, so. I'm not fucking following that long. Apparently. So, yeah, I don't know, I've just been thinking about, like, Brood and, like, what it means to me and, like, how I should feel about Brood. Like, there's any sort of, like, if it were, like, honestly, like, this is my alignment. If anyone were to, like, repeat the steps, like, I listen to enough stuff that, like, this is what I think about nowadays. So if you were to, like, repeat the same steps, it's like, would it be, like, since there's nothing, like, I don't do anything, it's like, what would that, inspire in, like, some sort of, like, fucking, like, boilerplate or whatever. Like, what would that inspire in them? Yeah, it's, so yeah. And then there is someone who, like, is kind of, like, for me, imprinted on, like, who those people would be. So I feel like a lot of sympathy for these people. And, yeah. Option plan issue 4. Yeah, so, like, and then that's, like, it's a very, like, whole, sort of, like wholesome sort of, like, fucking place to be with myself. Not for them. I'd be lonely and depressing, and you'd always, like, I'm pretty much happy all the time, and, like, if that were the case, it would be, like, you're just, like, really lying about things, and, like, things are totally awful, and it's just, like, well, I'm fucked. Like, yeah, and then, like, there'd be, like, you'd, reject, like, everything that, like, I'm about or whatever, and you just be full of spite and hate or whatever, and it's like my plans were, like, this sick, twisted sort of, like, form that I handed in eventually when I felt like it. And then, yeah. It's been so anyway, it's been a few days, but, like, there's, like, what it is, like, people will be, like, they'll show you who they are, and they'll be all terrible. I mentioned about this, and, like, that's who they are, and, like, that's the reason that they're saying these things. Well, that's because it's kind of, things they say are absurd. So, and that's my victory, I think, which shouldn't really, according to these people, it shouldn't count as a victory, and it just pisses people off, I guess. Yeah, and then, like, there's that whole, like, you just start saying honest things, like, honest, terrible things, and you're like, I'm just a mean person. What's worse, you know, it's like a mean person or, like, you know, I don't know, how do you want to approach them, you know? And then, yeah, so, this was pretty strange, and then it's like they're redeemed or whatever, and it's just like, alright, so, and then, yeah, yeah, so that makes sense to me now. And then it's a growing experience, so I wouldn't, like, count out anyone, and, like, you know, like, I'm of an ilk, so it's like, I wouldn't ever say I mean, like, from my perspective, it's fucked, but, um, you know, it's not like I have all the answers, so I can't, just count someone out just because of, you know, the stupid shit they say, and, like, what it means to me in the moment is, like, this, like, yeah, it's pretty terrible of them, but, like, because I'm, like, more, like, retrospective about everything, it's more like that, yeah, like, I'm not capable of finding the answers in the moment or whatever, and I respect that and recognize that, so, biters are out. My collar's been flopped this whole time. I thought this is a nice collar, it's kind of stretched out, but then the way it sits is great, but then I guess, like, it just kind of gets all shitty. I like the shirt, but seen better days. I think I spilled, like, tomato juice, like, from an actual tomato, not the concentrated type. So there might be, like, a little splotch somewhere, but probably not. Tomato fell out of my sandwich. Tomato fell out of my sandwich the other day. It was, got on my shirt. Could feel more like a slob if it was, mustard. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, like, I had to talk about, like, how people are terrible because, like, there's no other, like, way for me to, like, redeem myself. See, like, that's what I'm about anyway, so it's like, why would I be all, like, suck up asshole about, like, people who are just trying to redeem themselves? And it's like, that's cool, like, yeah, so it doesn't really matter, and, just do what you feel. Like, I mean, don't, like, fuck with my life, obviously, but, you know, yeah, I don't know, so whatever, okay. Yeah, it's like, I make all those points, and don't fuck with my life. It's like, I'm entirely capable of being pissed off about not being left alone. Jesus freaks there, right? Alright, see you, bye.